Hey folks, we're back. I'm your host, BKP. We're at Circuit World here in Blue Ridge, and it's time for North Georgia Senior Living with Jessi Barton, Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall. But we have a special guest with us, joining us also from Cameron Hall, Macy Dotson. Macy is the Lifestyle 360 Program Director at Cameron Hall of LJ. She's going to tell us what Lifestyle 360 Program Director is. First, we already introduced her. Tell us a little bit about your friend you brought with us, and then have her tell us what Lifestyle 360 is.
Sure. So Macy has been with Cameron Hall for a little over a year and moved up recently to our Lifestyle 360 Director. She's my partner in crime at Cameron Hall, and we have lots of events together, but I will let her kind of tell a little bit more about what Lifestyle 360 means, because we say that to a lot of people that come and visit, and they're like, Lifestyle 360, what is that?
Tell us a little bit about that, Macy.
So lifestyle is essentially, it's not just being physically active or socially active, it's everything. So at Cameron Hall, we work to make sure that our residents are physically active, they're socially involved. We meet those emotional needs, we meet their spiritual needs, and we meet their intellectual needs. So we don't just focus on getting them out and getting them exercise. We focus on all around keeping them healthy. And there's a saying, if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's one of our focuses at Cameron Hall, is to make sure we keep them active, we keep their minds sharp, so that way they don't lose that.
Okay, but you know, something I picked up in there's several great things that you shared with us, but to keep them healthy. And what I was hearing is it takes several things,
yes,
to equal the health that you want,
yes,
to achieve. And if you're just active in motion, that's great. We talked about that last week. But intellectually, if you're not challenging them and things like that. So what are some of the programs you guys do?
So we start off every morning with a exercise program for them. We call it Body Recall. So it's like a chair exercise program. They sit in their chairs, they have their balls, and it's essentially getting their joints moving, working on their breathing, and essentially working on their self-confidence in another way. So we're inspiring them, you can do it. Even though they might not be having a good morning and they don't feel like going to exercise. We're like, you did great today. You can do it, and that's inspiring to them. And so we're not only fueling their physical health, we're fueling their spiritual health, their emotional health, by making them ultimately feel better about themselves.
All right, outside of exercise, what are some, like, the activities that you guys set up? Because I think when we started here, you said sometimes when people say Lifestyle 360 Program, they don't totally connect to what you're trying to achieve there.
Well,
so what are some of the other activities that equal that 360?
Sure. So I think a lot of times we as a society, and I think we've talked about this on other segments, is we see a senior, a retired person, as just that. We forget that they were active in the community, that they had families. A lot of our guys were our veterans. And so we tend to, unfortunately, society tends to just throw bingo and balloon volley out. So what are some other things that we do at Cameron Hall that kind of beat that perception? What are we doing to...
Which a lot of residents do enjoy, but we also play canasta with them, we play bridge with them. So 2 days a week we fix them fresh movie popcorn, we put on a good movie for them. We have a program we call Prayers and Cares, which is where the residents will come and they will bring their concerns about their friends and family. And we actually write it down and we send it off to a lady, and she will actually pray for those people. So we have like a vast area of activities that we do. We don't just focus. We have things from like cooking. Next month we're making dog treats to send to the local animal shelter. So I mean, it's just, we try to do something different every month with them. We have parties. We have a Red Hat Tea Party. We're a member of the Red Hat Society. So it's just, we want to make sure that every day is different and every day is exciting for them.
I think after your explanation, I understand myself a little more about what you're saying with the Lifestyle 360, from starting the mornings with exercise, and it's a morning exercise, because if you'll start out the day, and even when you don't feel up to it, and push yourself just a little bit, then the other things throughout the day you may enjoy much more. I'd like to do a movie, I like to do like a movie night and then a discussion group.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd like to do that. But
let's work on that. Let's work on it.
I like to do that because I like to discuss what people liked about the movie, what they didn't like, what actor they liked, what they didn't like, and stuff like that. Because I think, there's book club, and I'm not saying I like book club.
We do have a book club.
Yeah. I like the book club, but AKA wine club. Sometimes all right. Can't go down no roads.
We're digressing. Yes.
Yes. Okay. So, but I like a movie club where you watch a movie together and then you start, breaking down what you like. And I would like, what I'd like to do? I'd like to watch some old movies. Do they like to watch old movies?
That big screen and just, it was wonderful.
Exactly. I will say this, there's, not to get off track, but there's nothing more than to watch an old movie with your mom or dad, and they say I remember when that movie came out.
Yeah.
Okay?
Isn't that cool?
Huh?
That's cool.
Yeah, we should do Elvis Week. Elvis movies. I'm telling you, just saying.
Will you remember when they came out?
No, I don't. I don't know if that was very nice.
It was so nice. It was meant totally nice.
Yeah, I tell you what, I like my Elvis, like Blue Hawaii. We should do Blue Hawaii. I'm telling you, Elvis Week.
Well, then we will put movie night with BKP.
Elvis Week. There's a lot of old movies that'd be really, really good. Anyhow, getting sidetracked. I like that. So what did we not discuss that we want to discuss today?
So I don't know. There's maybe some, psychology students watching us, some people who studied psychology in school, but the different things that Macy mentioned, the intellectual, the spiritual, the emotional, all of that is part of Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So they say that every person needs that to live a full 360-degree lifestyle. So that's kind of where that came from. But we're also seeing a difference as the baby boomer generation is coming in. These folks, so the World War II generation, it was, stay-at-home wives and moms that watched the home front when their husband was deployed to war. And now we're seeing folks come in that are still very active, still very intelligent, and they're more culturally aware, so they started doing more events like visiting museums, visiting theaters, visiting orchestras. So we're always evolving our program, wouldn't you say, to kind of meet those changing needs, because just as our senior is changing and being more active and involved, we're also we're having to change that program, so it is more than just bingo.
I understand.
Yeah. But I like the movie night with BKP.
No, I like the 360 program, and I like everything you got going on down there. And I want to say, as far as meeting Macy Dotson here, she's the Lifestyle 360 Program Director at Cameron Hall of LJ. One of the takeaways I want today, Jessi here, Barton, is the Community Relations Director at Cameron Hall. And this is the kind of care and concern and respect and treatment you get at Cameron Hall. And so thank you so much for bringing Macy today. It really shines. It really just expands and shines what kind of organization you guys got down there.
Thank you.
How can they get in touch with you?
So one thing that Macy and I talked about is that we do accept volunteers. So if you are on the younger end of the spectrum of senior and you want to come in and volunteer with our folks, give us a call at 706-515-4100.
So if you want to volunteer, and also if you like to talk to Jessi about the opportunity of looking around Cameron Hall or just anything at all where North Georgia senior living and assisted living is concerned, please don't hesitate to contact her. This segment, you can always find this segment on FYN TV, Fetch Your News, YouTube channel, and there's a playlist that says North Georgia Senior Living where you can watch all these and share them with your friends and family. we have a little distraction over here that we're trying to stay away from. Do we not, Jessi?
I really just want to take the little one
So,
home over there.
yes, we have two puppies here today waiting. I'm sorry, I always have to say, you know, this is the star of the show.
It really is.
All right, I can't help it. And so we're going to take a break. Jessi, thank you again. Macy, thank you so much for coming and joining us.
Having me.
And we're going to take a break, and then we're going to have who are they? The pet of the week? Pets
of the
We have
week.
a plural today.
This week is a plural.
Okay.
Unless I take one home before we put them on camera.
Okay, we could have pet or pets of the week. You will know right after this commercial from the Humane Society of Blue Ridge. Take us out of here, Josh.